I'm Doug Simon. We're here at the Anniversary Forum of Anniversary University, and I'm here with a master of many disciplines of life, but also a Milestone Master when it comes to planning your anniversary campaign. Kevin Bishop, thanks so much for being with us.
Very good to be with you.
Great. So Kevin, you've talked about 7 pillars of executing your plan for your anniversary. Can you just touch on a couple of those to get started?
Well, it's easy to have a celebration and a great party, but my belief is that an anniversary should have real strategic impact. So I've come up with this pretty simple framework that says, if you can answer these 7 questions well, and not just you, Doug, or any organization, but collectively answer them well, you can have an anniversary that has real strategic impact.
And this is a great way to align an organization and what you're trying to achieve before you move forward and plunge in.
Very much so. So
where do you start?
The first 3 choices nest together. So it's what I call the strategy triangle. What's your intent? What's the audience you're trying to reach? And what does success look like?
So now you've set up the pillars of the strategy and targeted your audiences. I assume the next group is really about how do you execute these campaigns for maximum effectiveness?
Well, that's what a lot of people would assume, but actually there's a piece in the middle, and the piece in the middle is content. Content is king. If you've been around for 50 years, 100 years, 150 years, then you have a rich history of who you really are. Not who you want to be, not who you think you are, but who you really are, because every past employee, every past customer, every past beneficiary, they know who you were to them. So before you get to execution, you have to go harvest the content about who you actually are. But because you know what your intent is, you can go look for the right things and ask the right people for that content. Then you can move on to the second triangle, which is the execution triangle. How many people do I need to reach, and what are the tools that are the best tools to reach those people?
So when you've got all those, is that too much, or can you try and achieve all of those goals simultaneously?
So our experience is that you can and you should try and achieve those goals simultaneously. Maybe up to 5 different goals is achievable. 20 is probably too many, but there's no need to constrain yourself to 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, perfectly sensible. When you then go and source the authentic content about who you are, you can try and find maybe 1 or 2 themes that tie these things together that serve both goals. You know, we make a difference in some way, not only to our clients, but to society, not only to our students, but to the people that end up employing them, not only to the community, to the members of our community, but to the people in the wider community they interact with. Oh, that can play to recruitment as well as to sourcing new customers, as well as to being present in a local market. So you can find themes that connect multiple objectives.
What's nice about you, among many things, is you share my optimism. A lot of people come in, they're overwhelmed, oh my God, we're not going to succeed. But it's something that you're going to come out on the other side making a positive difference. What's one thing you can share that will help people feel more confident and maybe happier about having this task in front of them?
So, I mean, the most obvious thing is you wouldn't be celebrating a 50th, 100th, 150th anniversary if you weren't already a compellingly good organization that had managed change. This is just another moment of change, but one to celebrate, not panic from. So if you feel overwhelmed with too much possibility, get back to these strategic choices. What matters to me now, and what is a bold enough idea, and just go with that. Pick the boldest thing, do 2 or 3 things well in support of that, and it will make a difference. Pick simple things and do 15 of them, 20 of them, 25 of them. Yeah, all your fears will be realized. Too much work, too many people, no real impact. So be bold, make a choice, and really do outstanding execution around that.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your contributions and all the help you give to organizations around the world.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed, Doug. Good to see you.
Great.